This is Ava. She's a travel blogger, a fashion lover, and she just landed a brand deal with a sustainable coffee company. She has thousands of followers who absolutely love her content, and she's 100% fake. She doesn't actually exist. She was crafted from a laptop using just a handful of accessible AI tools, and get this, absolutely zero code. If you've been curious about this wild new world of virtual humans, well, you're in luck. In this video, I'm going to show you my exact process to generate a lifelike virtual human from scratch, even if you have zero technical skills. You've probably seen AI influencers like Lila Michaela or Aitana Lopez blowing up online, landing magazine covers and making serious cash. It seems like a futuristic side hustle with huge potential, and it is.
So, you decide to give it a shot. You open up an AI image generator, type in a prompt, and get a pretty cool looking face. Awesome. But then, you try to put that same person in a different scene, and you get a totally different face. Then another, and another. Soon, you have a folder full of images, people who look vaguely similar but are noticeably different. This is where most people quit. They hit what I call the consistency wall. Brands get confused. Followers can't form a real connection, and the whole project just fizzles out, all because the character isn't believable. But what if I told you there's a way around this? A specific workflow you can use to create perfectly consistent characters every single time. I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step method to create avatars like Ava, from a simple idea to a fully realized content-generating AI influencer. The spark of an idea, generating the face. Every great creation begins with a spark, and when you're building an AI influencer, that spark is the prompt. This is where everything starts. It's not just about generating a pretty face, it's about defining a personality, an aesthetic, a whole vibe. So before you type a single word into any AI tool, just pause and imagine. Who is this person? What's their story? What makes them instantly recognizable? For Ava, I pictured someone who feels naturally warm and approachable. She's 28, Scandinavian roots, with honey blonde hair, usually in a messy bun, a soft smile, minimalist fashion. The kind of person you'd actually trust for cafe recommendations in Copenhagen. All right, now it's time to bring her to life. To generate her first image, we're going to use an AI image tool. There are plenty of great ones out there. Leonardo.ai, Midjourney, and my personal pick for beginners, Artistly. And by the way, they currently have a lifetime deal if you want to keep experimenting with this long term. But here's the part where most people stumble. They get lazy with the prompt. Typing blonde woman just won't cut it. You've got to get surgical. Think of your prompt like you're painting with words. Be detailed, be intentional, and be specific. Because the more vivid your description, the more accurate and unique your result will be. Here's the kind of prompt you can use. I'll read it out. Photorealistic headshot of a 28-year-old Scandinavian woman. Friendly smile. Clear blue eyes. Honey blonde hair tied in a loose bun. Soft morning light. Wearing a simple white linen shirt. Shallow depth of field. You can take a few tries, regenerate a few times, until you land on the one you love. This is her. This is our base image, our digital DNA. But a single picture isn't an influencer. For that, we need to solve the consistency problem. All right, listen closely. This next part is the most critical step in the whole process. It's where most people fail, and it's the secret to making your AI character look real across dozens, even hundreds of photos. To get that consistency, the AI needs more than just one picture. It needs a complete blueprint of your character's face. Think of it this way. You can't build a house from a single photo of the front door.
You need blueprints showing it from every single angle. So, our next job is to create those blueprints. Now, there are many ways to do this. The easiest way for beginners to create consistent characters right now is using Google's Nano Banana tool. Yes, that's really the code name. Officially, it's called Gemini 2.5 Flash Image, and it's been getting a lot of attention lately. It allows you to upload photos and edit them with natural language. For example, just typing change background or swap outfit. Here's how to create consistent characters using it. First, go to the Gemini app or website, start a new chat, and upload your clearest front-facing reference photo of the character. We already created that, so let's upload it now. Next, and this is key, in the same message, you need to define a short identity block. This tells the model what must never change. You have to keep this block identical for every image you make in this series. For example, you can type something like this. Treat this as the same character in every image, a 28-year-old Scandinavian woman with a friendly smile. Clear, bright blue eyes with soft, natural eyelashes. Honey blonde hair, tied in a slightly messy loose bun with subtle flyaways. Oval face, light fair skin with a gentle pink undertone. Expression, approachable and warm. Always preserve her exact eye color, hair tone, and bun style. Do not change her face shape or key features. And here's another pro tip. Stay in the same conversation thread so the context carries over. For each new image, you just paste that same identity block, reattach the reference photo, and then add only the changes you want. Things like full body portrait in an urban night street wearing a black leather jacket. Or woman standing in a pine forest at golden hour wearing a wool cardigan. If you're moving the character between wildly different scenes, explicitly say which parts are allowed to change: pose, clothing, background, and which parts must stay identical: facial geometry, hairline, key marks. This aligns with the model's targeted, natural language transformations. Start giving prompts such as woman standing in a pine forest at golden hour, wearing a wool cardigan, jeans, and leather boots, holding a thermos with sunlight streaming through trees. Or cinematic night street portrait of the same Scandinavian woman with a friendly smile, blue eyes, and honey blonde hair in a loose bun, wearing a trench coat and scarf, walking along cobblestone streets in Stockholm with neon reflections and cinematic bouquet. You can even create a repeatable prompt template for this. I'll leave the template I use in the description below. And that's it. That is how you create your consistent characters. Now, let's keep it real for a second. Nano Banana isn't perfect. Even with all its strengths, you'll occasionally run into hiccups. A slightly warped face, a background that feels off, or details that just don't quite match. When that happens, don't panic. Just re-enter the prompt and regenerate the image. It usually only takes a try or two to get it right. But there's something else you should know. Google adds both a visible watermark and an invisible digital signature called Synth ID to any AI-generated image. It's a subtle way of saying, hey, this was made with AI. So, what if you want full creative control? No watermarks, no limitations. That's where the next step comes in, training your own AI model. Before we jump in, you'll first need to generate about 10 to 20 images of your character using Nano Banana, capturing her from different angles, with different outfits, lighting, and expressions. These become your training set, your character's visual DNA. With our blueprint of 20 images ready, we can train our own custom AI model. Now, I know training a model sounds super technical, like something only machine learning engineers do in labs. But trust me, it's way simpler than it sounds. There are platforms like DZine that handle all the complicated stuff for you. All you do is upload your images, give your character a name, and click Train. That's literally it. No coding, no config files, no GPU wizardry. Just drag, drop, and let the AI learn what makes your character your character. Quick heads up, DZine is a paid tool, so if you're not ready to invest just yet, you can still stick with the free image edits from Nano Banana. That's more than enough to experiment and start building traction. But if you do go the custom model route, that's when things really start to feel next level.
Okay, once inside, go to the Consistent Character tab. Here, click on Build Your Character. Click on Training Mode and choose Start with Images. Give your character a name. Then, you upload those 10 to 20 high-quality images you just made. You hit Start Training. That's it. The platform's AI analyzes all those images, the different angles, the expressions, and it learns the unique combination of features that make up your character. The training can take anywhere from 30 minutes to a couple of hours, but once it's done, you have a private, custom AI model that knows exactly who your avatar is. You've gone beyond generic models and have created your very own. You now have a tool that can generate your avatar in any scenario. Now for the fun part. The heavy lifting is done. We have our custom trained model, and we can finally put her to work. This is where your creativity gets to run wild. Jumping back into your AI image generator, you can now select your custom avatar model. From here, the possibilities are endless. We don't need to describe her face anymore because the model already knows it. All we need to do is describe the scene. I started with a few simple prompts. Ava sipping a latte in a cozy cafe. Ava hiking in the mountains at sunrise. Ava reading a book in a modern minimalist apartment. And just look at these results. It's her. Same face, same vibe, but now she's in different outfits, different locations, different lighting setups, and she is still instantly recognizable. This is the wow moment. The moment when your AI creation stops feeling like a tech experiment and starts looking like a real person with a real presence. At this point, you can generate an entire content library for her. Instagram posts, story visuals, blog headers, you name it, and she'll stay visually consistent across every single image.
Oh, and just to remind you, if you're not ready to train a custom model yet, that's totally fine. You can still do all of this using the free Nano Banana tool. It's more than powerful enough to build out a solid content base. Having a portfolio of stunning images is great, essential even. But in today's world, and even more so in the future, video is everything. So here's the big question. What if we could make her talk? Well, they can. Thanks to some seriously powerful AI tools, turning your AI influencer into a real on-camera personality is now totally doable, even if you've never edited a video before. When it comes to turning images into video, my top pick is Kling AI. In terms of realism and features, it's hands down one of the best tools out there. That said, Kling can be a bit pricey, especially if you're just starting out. If you're looking for a more budget-friendly option, Video Express 2.0 is a solid alternative. It has a one-time lifetime license, and while the output isn't quite as refined as Kling's, it does a good job for simple animations. Now, we don't just need a video, I also like to lip sync them. The process is incredibly simple. You upload a high-quality image of your influencer. I'll upload this one into Kling's image to video module. I'll give a simple prompt like, the woman is holding a cup of coffee and talking to the camera. Choose a 10-second duration and hit generate. Once the video is ready, you click the lip sync option and upload an audio file. I've already created one, but you can also use their built-in text-to-speech. You can do up to 60 seconds in a single take. The AI then animates the image, creating realistic facial movements and syncing the mouth to the audio.
Hey everyone, I just tried the most amazing coffee here in Paris. You have to check this place out.
It might not be Hollywood perfect, but for something that took me less than 30 minutes, it's mind-blowing. Creating short clips like this for Reels or TikToks is a total game changer. We created a believable, consistent, and engaging virtual influencer, all with zero code and using tools that are accessible to the common man. The world of AI influencers is just taking off, and the barrier to entry has never been lower. The key isn't being a programmer, it's being a creative director. It's about having a vision and knowing the right workflow to make it real. If you want to learn the exact process for creating AI influencers that can make sales and bring in leads 24/7 passively, you can check out the resource from the link in the description. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what you're planning to create. Now go bring your own AI to life.